What's up, family? Talk to you guys about a couple of things. It's crazy how we're so scared of letting go of what we're comfortable with, never realizing that things are going to be so much better once we let go of all the chaos and the drama and the stress that we're living under. But because we're comfortable, it's what we know, and we fight to hold on to that drama. And it's like we don't really want it, but we're comfortable. A while back, this young lady left, and I found myself raising my two kids alone. And where was it, a seminar or something? Um, and I was mentioning on some young ladies, and she was like, her name was Carmilla. And she was like, Elijah, let me take your blood pressure. I was like, come on. She took my blood pressure, just messing around. And she's like, no way. She was like, I gotta do that again. Took it again. And she was like, this is impossible. This can't be your blood pressure. She was like, I gotta do it one more time. She did it again. The look in her eyes hit me. A doctor was standing by and he heard her talking to me. She went from being playful, laughing, having fun, to dead serious. Just like boom, just like that. And the doctor came over, was like, what's going on? And she looked at the doctor and said, can you check his blood pressure? Because what I'm getting, it can't be right. Doctor, this tall German guy, real thin, real strong German accent, took my blood pressure. And took it again. He looked at me and said, Elijah, I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to get to my office first thing in the morning. This is not good. This is not good at all. Now I'm spooked. Now I'm spooked. Nobody wants to hear this from a doctor. So I show up at his office. He has the tech take my blood pressure. It's the same. I'm fine. This is normal for me. I didn't realize I was. They wouldn't tell me what my blood pressure was, first of all. But I didn't realize that my body was stressed out the way that it was. Because again, this was normal for me. I lived a life of hell for as long as I can remember. Not that I did anything bad or was doing anything bad. It was just all I knew was stress. All I knew was drama. All I knew was just chaos. And the great majority of that up here. He had to take Carmela, take my blood pressure again. Again, it was the same. looked at me. He said, Elijah, I don't know what you're going through, but we have to figure this out. This is not normal. This is not healthy. This is your body's way of telling you that something's wrong, and something's wrong real, real bad. And we have to get to the bottom of this. And all I could imagine is, man, I'm in my mid-20s. If I die, what's going to happen to my kids? And all I could think about was my kids. And I didn't want them growing up in the system. I grew up with my father in prison. I didn't want my kids growing up without me in their life. And at that moment, I became terrified. Not of dying, terrified of leaving my kids and them having to grow up without me. So the doctor asked me, and it's like time stood still while he was talking. It's as if he stopped talking and I'm in a different dimension, in a different time zone, like time stood still. And I'm seeing the struggles and the chaos my kids have been inflicted on because I wasn't there. And so at that moment I was like, no, not me, not my kids, not my family. I don't care what's going on. This ain't happening to my family. This ain't happening to my loved ones. I don't care what this doctor's saying, but I'm gonna figure this out. And whatever needs to get done is gonna get done, because I'm gonna be there for my kids. So the doctor asked me, "See, Elijah, what's going on in your life? You don't seem to be in a lot of pain. What's going on with you?" I said, "Nothing, doc." I said, I'm good, man. I really don't know what you guys are tripping out over." I said, "Honestly, I actually feel good." I said, "I'm kind of spooked now, after yesterday and today, I said, but I'm good." He said, "Your blood pressure doesn't say that you're good. Your blood pressure says that you're close to dying." That hit me. I said, "Doc," I said, "the only thing I could think of is I was in a relationship that just ended, and I didn't want it to end. And she ran off with somebody that had a lot more money than I had, and I don't know." And I caught myself, it's like, I can't believe me, Elijah, I'm having this conversation. I don't talk about my business at all. I don't open up to anybody. And I'm talking to this German doc. And he looked at me. He said, "So often we try to hold on to what God wants to take away from us so that he could give us what we need." He said it's like surgery. It's like having cancer. Nobody wants to go up under the knife, but everybody wants to feel better. Everybody wants the cancer out. Everybody wants the tumor out, but no one wants to go up under the knife. And he scheduled me for some stress management classes and a bunch of stupid stuff. I'm sharing that to say I went to stress management classes because I had to. I didn't really learn anything from them. As soon as I left that office, I realized a lot of things. I went home. And I began meditating. I didn't know how to meditate, but I began meditating. And I changed my life. And I released a lot of stuff, a lot of emotional baggage that I had been holding on to for decades. I just let go. It wasn't worth me dying over. It wasn't worth me abandoning my kids. Because in reality, that's what it came down to. I looked at my options. I can hold on to this chaos, to this, all this stupid crap that happened to me, and allow it to kill me, or I could release it and be here for my kids. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I let it go. I let it all go. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're holding on to, it's not worth it. I promise you, it's not worth it. It can't compare to the peace of mind that you can have. It can't compare to the joy that you can have. And not just you, but those that you help, those that you show how to get out of the chaos, how to get out of the darkness that they're in. I love you guys. Peace.